Hi everyone, I'm Rob Ladd, and this is the Cavalier Sports Report, where we sit down with head coaches and players from Johnson County Community College to take an inside look at Cavalier athletics. Today our guest is women's softball pitcher Lacey Dixon. You are from Gallatin, Missouri. You have a graduating class of 37. What's the transition like going from basically small-time high school softball to pretty competitive college softball?
High school was more relaxed, and we had a lot of competition in high school, but going from Gallatin to here was a little bit tough.
Oh, you're fine, you're fine. There are no wrong answers here. That's the beauty of this.
Okay. In high school, it was more relaxed, and here it's a lot more stressful, and Coach Kelly expects a lot more out of us than my high school coach did. So.
You really, you kind of hit the ground running in your freshman season. You went 13-6, but you also played through a lot of pain. You got hurt early on in the season. Kind of tell us about that and how that affected last year.
Last year I got hurt, and I had a bulge disc in my neck. So I would just have to go to chiropractor treatments and get it fixed and work through the pain and know that at the end of the season I would get it completely fixed and then be prepared for this year.
Do you think that affected your season last year? Obviously you're playing through the pain, but you're still playing with a great deal of success. How has it made this year easier?
This summer I worked out with my pitching coach and to get through the ups and downs that I had last year so that I could be mentally and physically prepared for this year so I wouldn't have any ups and downs.
Now last year you're going to the chiropractor more than one time a week, and you said that this year you still see him, but you're not feeling the pain that you were feeling last year?
Right, I don't. I have no pain this year, which is good.
The summer workouts, and the coaches have mentioned that you worked really hard over the summer. What were the summer workouts like, and how do you think that's prepared you for this season?
I pitched with Coach Ashley 3 days a week, and when I wasn't pitching, I was going to the gym with her, working out. We did kickboxing classes and stuff like that just to make it fun, but it has prepared me mentally and physically just so I can go in there knowing that I have to get my job done.
So what's kickboxing like? Because I've never done that before. I think you would probably kick my butt if we got into the ring together, but I got to imagine the cardio aspect of that is probably pretty intense.
Yeah, it was. We did kickboxing, we did yoga class, we did boot camp class, just a variety of different things. So it was working out, but it was different every day.
Well, this year you guys are undefeated in conference, and I think you're ranked 4th in the nation coming into play this week, and a great deal of that is on you. What was your mental focus like coming into this season? Last year you had an All-American pitcher ahead of you in the rotation, so maybe not all the pressure is on you. This year, the team is going to lean on you a lot more. In fact, you're going to have to pitch, in many cases, twice in double headers. What's your mental preparation like coming into this year knowing that you're the girl now?
Before every game, you just have to know that you have to be mentally focused every pitch, and you can't take a pitch off. And so after the first games that I pitch, I have to stay focused and keep warm just in case I have to go in for the second game.
I got to imagine that's got to be strainful a little bit, because in many cases you go the distance in a game, whether or not it's a spread or you pitch the entire deal. How have the workouts, I guess, over the summer, has that made this season easier for you? Do you get tired in the second game?
No, I don't get tired. I guess just all the conditioning that we did and pitching every day just helps out.
Do you have any games this season? Any games in particular that stick out? I know you've had a couple games you've pitched no hitters. You've had you average basically a strikeout per inning, which is pretty phenomenal number. Do you have any special moments so far in your career?
Not that I can think of. In the fall, I had probably had one of my best games pitching against MU, And so knowing that I could do that well against MU boosted my confidence a lot, just so that I can be like, go out to the mound and be like, I can face anybody now.
And what's that like if you play a team like MU, and then I mean, that's got to be one of the toughest competition you will face all season. As the year goes on, you're only going to face Division II junior colleges. Like your coach mentioned to us in our last interview, she expects you guys to win your conference and win out to this point. Mm-hmm. Is that the mentality that you guys take into games?
Yep. We know every game that we're coming out here to win and going the distance.
And you've got the playoffs are kind of right around the corner. I think you've got probably just about a month left to play, and then conference, regionals, a tournament. There's a chance that you start pitching, I mean, every game once you get into that stretch. Is that something that you think about, or you just take it one game at a time?
I just take it one game at a time, one pitch at a time. I just prepare myself that I'm pitching the first game, and that Lena's very good, and so I know that she can get it done, but in case I need to, I prepare myself so I can come in.
Okay, now before we went on camera, you were talking to Coach Kelly over here, and you have some sort of rule. You can only have a certain amount of hits in a game, and then you got to run. Tell me about that.
We're only allowed 4 hits per game, and only 2 walks or hit by pitch. And so if we don't do that, then we run foul poles after the game for everyone that we didn't get.
And you've had a pretty successful season. Is that something you've had to do very much this season?
We just started doing that not too long ago, but we've had to do it twice now. Because, I mean, it's not just for ourselves, it's for me and Lena together. So
is it just you two?
Yes, we're the only 2 pitchers this year.
So you're the only 2. It's not the entire team that runs. It's just you 2 that are just running.
No, just us 2. And the catchers run with us sometimes.
Okay. I guess as we wrap this up, we've got about 2.5 minutes to go. What's it like playing for Coach Kelly? And obviously she demands quite a bit from you guys. How do you think that affects you on the field? And maybe, I mean, I imagine, are you, well, I guess let me start off with this. Are you planning on playing college after this?
Yes, I am.
Have you had schools talking to you at all, or is that?
Yeah, I've had some schools talk to me. I'm actually going on a visit the end of this month to Morehead State, Kentucky.
How many do you have an idea of what schools? I guess do you have it narrowed down at all, or is it still a pretty broad search at this point?
It's pretty broad.
It's still early in the season. I mean, you've got time to play. How does Coach Kelly prepare you guys for winning? Because she's pretty much, I know she is. The rumors anyway, she is supposed to be the toughest coach on campus, and that is not that I said that, Coach Kelly, but she's the toughest coach in a pretty successful Johnson County athletic program. How does that affect you guys on the field?
She pushes us to our max, and I think that she pushes us so much and expects so much out of us that it makes us want to do our best and make her proud.
That's good. Well, it looks like you're doing a pretty good job so far. You were on your way to making all-conference for a 2nd time, and you've been National Player of the Week twice. Do you think about the accolades as they come in?
No, I actually, when I first got it, I was very shocked, but my hard work has paid off. So, that was one of my goals, was to make a national pitcher, and I did it.
Well, keep doing it. You've got a bright future ahead of you, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.